This week, Pauper Vampires in Standard. Got another deck list coming at you from the MTG Community Content Creators Cup. It's Pauper-ish. I'm going to show you the deck that I built, and I'm going to show you some ways to convert it into true Pauper Vampires Standard goodness. In response, hello and welcome to the day. Thank you for spending your time with us. I am Joel. Welcome back to another episode of Jake and Joel Are Magic. Before we get started, I'd ask that you do me a favor, tell a friend about our channel and hit that subscribe button down there. It really helps us out. We would appreciate it greatly. Let's talk about Pauper-ish Vampires in Standard. As part of the competition, our team had to pick a tribe, and we chose vampires. And we chose to lean into the theme of vampires and make it about draining our opponent's life force and making their life force ours. Let's take a look at the deck list. So, the best way to embrace the whole draining aspect is Epicure of Blood. Epicure of Blood is our 4/4 creature that is going to allow us to gain life and then do that life back to the opponent. So, let's embrace the life gain strategy. We've got Neonate. This is kind of the wombo combo. Neonate plus Epicure of Blood on the battlefield. We're tapping to, they're losing a life, we're gaining a life, we're gaining a life, they're losing a life. That's just this constant drain at the end of every turn. Everything else in our deck is set up to clog the board, gain us life so that it pings off of the Epicure of Blood, and eventually we win. It is a slow, drainy deck. We've got the Dusk Legion Zealot. It's going to fill our hand up. We can stand to lose life because we're gaining so much life with this deck. We've got Daybreak Chaplain. The only thing that really kills Chaplain in our competition is Lightning Strike, and that card's not even standard Pauper legal, so you won't have to worry about this 3-butt getting knocked down. That lifelink is going to be huge for blocking goblins, blocking any little 1/1s, any kind of go-wide strategies that are going to try and come through, plus combos with the Epicure of Blood. Revitalize, straight up gain 3 life, draw a card. Makes the game go longer, fills our hand back up, nice little cantrip effect. Final Payment. This is a card that I'm not that hesitant to lose the 5 life to kill that one pesky creature that the opponent has cast, because we're going to gain it back with all of the different strategies. Skymarch Bloodletter, Drain, Flying 2/2 creature. Murder. Now, this is the card that's not standard Pauper legal, but I would suggest, you already see I have it up here, trading this out for Paladin of the Bloodstained. It's going to give you a two card 4-drop here in the 4 slot where we don't have a lot of action happening. Otherwise, if you're just running straight up Pauper, Murder is common in other sets, so it is Pauper legal. 4 of Ill-Gotten Inheritance. Love this card. It absolutely fits the theme. It's a constant drain, and it triggers our Blade Jugglers automatically. A 3/2 that we can spectacle in, draw a card at the cost of losing a life. It's not that bad of a cost when you consider how much life you're gaining throughout the entire deck. The other thing that is unique for our competition is we are allowed to use rare lands this month because we weren't last month. I'll kind of rotate to the side here so I can show you that I am running the 4 of Godless Shrine and the 4 of Isolated Chapel. If you want to convert this into a straight up Pauper deck, the best way to go is remove the 2 murders, put in the 2 Paladin of the Bloodstains, take out the 4 Godless Shrine, take out the 4 Isolated Chapel, maybe put in 4 Orzhov Guild Gates, I would suggest that, and then make up for the rest in basic lands. We've played around with a lot of different iterations of this deck. This is my favorite version because I really like the Revitalize. I love that cantrip effect, negate 3 damage that has come in, and we get to draw a card. It gets to our Ill-Gotten Inheritance, it gets to our Epicure of Blood, and I'll tell you, there's not a lot of games with this deck where you resolve the Ill-Gotten Inheritance or you resolve the Epicure of Blood with like 8 to 10 life left and don't win. The Epicure of Blood is absolutely crucial in this deck. That's why it is a 4 of, even though it is 5 cost. Because that 4-butt with that 4 power in Pauper Standard especially, is very, very powerful. And the gaining life, each opponent loses a life, is the whole strategy. So that's my take on our Tribal Pauper deck for this month's Community Content Creators Cup, if I'm saying that in the right order, challenge. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have a tribal Pauper deck that we should have tried out. We had the choice of any tribe that was standard legal, and we settled on vampires. Thank you so much for watching. There's a gameplay video of this deck if you want to check out how it works in action. Other than that, I'm tapped out. Catch you next week. Stream Sunday night, Wednesday night. We got new videos every week. Make sure to subscribe and tell a friend. Thank you so much. Later.